Isang napakagandang gabi, Pilipinas, sa What Di Crop, Thailand. Today is Wednesday, May 20, 2020. Welcome to Enzo'S Point. Today is our 10th live stream session. Noong 4th live stream session ng Enzo'S Point, maswerte tayong pinasukan ng isang Alex Gonzaga. During our 8th live stream session, we were lucky to have Luke James Alford ng The Voice Kids Philippines Season 2. Ngayong gabi, we are blessed to have another talented musician, the country's premier saxophonist, vocalist, and composer, and that is Mr. John Ray.
Hello!
Again, my friends, I am very, very excited to welcome the country's premier saxophonist, vocalist, and composer. Please help me welcome Mr. John Ray. Woohoo!
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Enzo, thank you in advance for having me here. It's such an honor to be here in your show right now.
I am very excited. I am actually naninervyos ako. And again, Mr. John Ray, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Well, and so you don't have to be nervous because I treat you as my family. I'm sure my mom, all my two sisters, isa ka sa pamilya ko, so you don't have to be nervous.
Excuse me, Kuya, I just have to shout out Mary Christine Joy Pagalan is here with us. Hello, Kuya Lawrence and Brother John Ray. Hello daw sa iyo. Sabi ni Ate Doy Doy is here already.
Doy! Thank you for watching, my dear.
And as I've said a while ago, sabi ko nga, although ang nakaregister sa atin ng mga viewers right now is only 17, I am very sure na sa bahay natin, sa Esperanza ngayon, I think all of them are in one house. You know, alam mo na yung situation ng internet natin doon. So, I think nag-watch party lang sila.
Of course. They're excited for this actually. I have messages all over Agusan del Sur, and they are waiting for this. And I promoted it around 2 to 3 days, I think. And it did have a positive response. Thank you very much.
Or Mr. John Ray, are you ready for this Q&A?
No problem. Let's go.
All right. So, Mr. John Ray, you are being tagged as the country's premier saxophonist, vocalist, and composer. My first question would be, saan galing si Mr. John Ray? Saan siya ipinanganak and saan siya lumaki?
First and foremost, I was born in Butuan City. Doon kasi si Daddy na naka-base before. But we always go to Esperanza because Esperanza, even before, was our home actually. So pabalik-balik lang kami. But lumaki ako sa Ampayon, Butuan City. Yes, and then Esperanza. Those two home.
When I tried to research about your name, there are actually a lot of things that appear. You have now you have an existing contract with Star Music.
Star Music, right?
Yes. And you have released albums. Also, you have performed several concerts in the Philippines and outside the country. I'd like to know saan at kailan nagsimula ang musical career ni John Ray?
I think that's a very good question because most people nowadays doesn't know that actually first and foremost I was not a saxophonist. That started very late in my musical career. I think I started playing the saxophone at the age of 19. Way back, even when I was 4 to 6 years old. You can ask my mom regarding this. I was already a singer, so I entered and auditioned for kahit saang baryo, even the most napakalayong baryo. sumalang ako sa mga auditions for amateur singing contests, and I think that's where it all started.
Oh, wow. I'd like to go back to that amateur singing contest. So how did it go?
Yes.
Is it always the champion, or were there some time na medyo kulelat ng konti, or laging panalo?
You know, the funny thing is, when I entered these contests, well, you cannot win them all. That's a fact. But the joy of being on stage, yun lang talaga yung habol ko. Some I won, nag-champion po ako. Some, well, second place, third place, yun. But then again, it's always about the love of being on stage, even at an early stage, early ages, around 4 or 5, 6 years old.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Before I will proceed with my next question, may nakita ako andito na si watching from Purok 8 Poblacion, Esperanza. Hi, Tito Lor, and sa among igsoon brother John Ray. And this is Ate Bright. Shout out to you, Ate Bright. And I'm sure Mommy and Daddy are watching right now. So my hugs and my salute to all of you. And all the other friends from there. I'm sure you're having a watch party right there tonight. So let's go back to that. So you mentioned, Mr. John Ray, that you started with amateur singing contests. So
Yes.
Is it that point in time that you knew that music would be your career path?
Yes, even before. Some say it might be corny, but ever since that day or days of my life, I always knew that I would be an entertainer, and I always wanted to be, I always want to be on stage. Even when those days na high school na po ako, I always play with the band or sing on stage. So yes, the answer is that I've always wanted to be a musician, and that's the path that I would like to be in.
At that point in time, at a very young age. Okay. Yes. So where did you go to when you were high school? Saan ka ba nag-aral?
High school po ako, well, elementary sa Ampayon, of course. And then Ampayon Central Elementary School. And then sa high school, sa Timber City Academy. Hello po, taga TCA. Shout out. Yes.
All right. So now I'd like to know, because you went to Silliman University.
Yes, for college, yes.
Yes. And what course did you take up in there? The original plan is to study music, but then first and foremost, hindi po yata ako natanggap. I mean, it's because the lack of knowledge in being a musician. That's why I enrolled at Masscom first. For 6 months. 6 months, I devoted my time after every subject in practicing the piano, because I was not equipped enough to go into music school. And then thankfully, binigyan po ako ng pagkakataon after 1 semester. Then that's the time nakapasok ako ng School of Music. That was SMFA before, School of Music and Fine Arts. Now,
POCBA.
Okay, so is it also safe to say na talagang you were able to hone that skill, that talent in you sa Silliman when you were in the university?
Yes, because for those who want to know, na doon kasi ako nagsimulang mag-saxophone. There's at that time sa Butuan, even though I really don't want to go to other places, for me just to study the saxophone, because someone said sa Ampayon, and that is Alexander Cabilao. Hi, Alex. He said that you must learn the saxophone because maraming trabaho nun. I mean, konti lang yung nagsa-saxophone. And true enough, uh, I saw it as an opportunity na para kumita habang, nasa labas ka. I envisioned it already even before pumunta ng Siliman. So, and then, nung pumunta na po ako ng Siliman, doon ako nag-aral ng saxophone.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So, I've also read na you were also a member of the choir from the university?
The thing in Silliman University is when you're a music student back in those days, kailangan mayroon kang choir, kasama ka sa Silliman band, jazz band, everything. So nung panahon na yon, I really just thought na if ever na I could get more experience out of this, more experience that I can think of and I can get, and that would be a plus for me when I go professional. So sinalihan ko yun lahat actually. There's a lot of backstory here, but nung nandun ako sa Silliman, lahat choirs, jazz band, Silliman marching band, everything. Everything that there is to know about music. I really did it.
Galing, ang galing. So that's the attitude. All right. So from that music experience from the university, you fast forward and then you embarked on a music career and you stayed in Cebu. Yes?
Yes.
And so anong mga milestone natin when you were in Cebu?
When I was in Cebu, all I can say is it's not all I can say. I can say that I was honed first there as a professional.
Mm-hmm.
I think all musical journey before going professional, I got when I was in Dumaguete. But man, Cebu was a fantastic phase in my career. Everyone there was so good. Everyone was so, ang galing ng singers. So, I struggled a little bit because they're very great musicians. But then, siguro nilagay po ako ng Diyos doon para to hone everything. And then, nagpaturo sa mga taong mga magagaling doon. And then, nagpa-advise sa mga taong nauna sa business natin. Yeah, it was a process. It took me around 3 to 4 years there in Cebu City. Kaya thankful ako sa mga tao dyan, actually. Sir Juni Tampos of Cebu City, my former manager, I think he's watching, or he will be watching this for sure.
I hope he is watching right now. All right. I'll just would like to shout out our new friends who are here. I'm sure we have a lot of friends from Cebu. So for those who did not know it yet, Miss Cebu Beauty Pageant theme song, you composed that. Simply
Yes,
Cebuana.
I think that show was defunct right now. I have to check. But that time, I had the opportunity of working with Miss Cebu coordinators, and and then I think it's magic. It's not my lyrics. It's the lyrics of my manager. And then when they summoned, no, I think that's not the term. I think when they told me that I would be doing the music for that, honestly, I am not that enthusiastic because I think I am not the person who can deliver. But I just pray to God. I hope maybe they will like the song. And fortunately enough, when I presented it, just one click and they love it. And
Wow.
that's when I met everybody. And Anna Feji sang the song, and it's really an opportunity for me. Yes.
The very famous Anna Feji, who used to be a member of the Smoky Mountain, the original member, right?
Yes, and I would like to shout out to my friend Jing Feiji, because she sang the demo for that song, which is being used actually, which is being used during those years in the website. It's not, I think it's not Anna Feiji's voice. It's Jing Feiji's voice. It's the sister. Very great singer also.
Wow. So, and from that, Simple Cebuana, you went on composing another Bantayan Island Festival song, and We Move Your World, a theme song of Ford Car Company.
Yes, yes, yes. Although after, actually, in terms of, I have two, I have two phases in terms of professional in the professional music world. I am John Ray, the artist, and John Ray, the composer.
Mhm.
I composed songs for companies, jingles for politicians. That's a little bit of my sideline ever since that Cebu thing came out. And then I caught the attention of Ford Philippines, the Cebu chapter. Is that chapter or branch? Cebu branch. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So, wow, flourishing career. And then from that, I think we could say from that humble beginning in Cebu, you moved on uh, to the capital city of Manila in 2005, and then you met some fellow equally talented musicians as you are. Now let's talk about this Jams band. Can you please tell us more about it? I don't want to preempt. I'd like you to tell my friends about it.
Yes.
Jams band.
Uh, before jumping here in Manila, actually the bridge before going here in Manila was way back in Cebu.
I see.
Uh, yes, the Ratski thing. It's very popular those days. In those days, so I've met a lot of artists there at Ratski.
Ito po
Ratskis.
yung
I know you know that Ratski.
Barney Randy Santiago.
Yes,
Yes.
Sir Randy is a very good friend of mine. And then it's before going here in Manila, it's a conglomerate thing. I sought the advices of my friends way back here in Manila, and then they said, well, if you have ambition, if you have the guts, and you just pray to God, you can make it there. So fast forward around 1 to 2 years. Well, I did came here, and then fast forward again around 6 months. Uh, looking for bands, looking for managers. Someone said to me that one of the managers here, prominent managers here in Manila, but he knows, and that is the manager of Noy Volante. And
Right, right.
Noy Volante is a very good friend. Hi, Noy.
Mm.
Idol.
I think he's watching right now.
And yes, Noy Volante. And then, but the thing is, well, that time I don't want to be in a band. I wanted to go solo.
Yeah.
Yes, because I think I can manifest, and I can I can do good music when I'm a solo artist. So when I arrive at Noy Volante's management, the manager told me, of course you will go solo, but for now you're just new here in Manila. So I'd like to put you in the Noy Volante band. That's when well, it makes sense. That's when I did join them, and the title, I know the name of the band is Jams. It's it stands for first letter of our names, of all the band members. John Ray, yes, Abe, Maynard, and who's the
Uh-huh.
other one? And Steve. It's his birthday yes, yesterday. Hi, Steve.
Right. Steve is a former member also of the band.
Yes, yes, Jams. Hence the name Jams.
So, how long did that band stay up, uh, Mr. John? Parang ilang taon siya
It's
nag-last?
uh well, it stayed forever. I mean, we could play now. We have we are in good we are in good terms. The five of us stayed forever, but uh regularly, I think around 1.5 to 2 years, if I'm not mistaken.
All right. Okay. So, were you able to release an album with that band, or you just performed in different? You just accept gigs all around Manila. Was that it?
But man, we are all over the Philippines. We even did go to Guam. I think Guam. Yes, yes. We even did go to Guam with Nina and Troy Montero. We have lots of gigs. What's nice.
Yeah. Speaking of Nina, you also was part of her with her bar tours during that time. How did you get to, or how did you know her? Did you belong to the same managerial team?
The thing here in Manila that time is those managers are very close, even up to now. And this is just entertainment business is a very small business, in terms of people, well enough. Even now, it's the Facebook era. You know everyone. So, well, if they want to make project, they can make it instantly, and that happened, and in those years.
All right, all right. So I just have to, before we move to the next question, I just have to shout out some of our friends who are here. Song, do it, please. Oh, no, later on, my friends, just hold on a sec. Please don't leave us because magpapasample ang nag-iisang Mr. John Ray. Kaya please don't go away or else you will miss it. So, now, in November 2006, you released your original solo album. If you still
Yes,
remember, it was entitled Blown.
yes,
Yes. And during that time, you also had shows abroad with Mr. Wency Cornejo, with
yes.
Aramina. Uh, how I'm very interested. How did you get to meet Mr. Wency Cornejo?
Uh, First and foremost, shout out to Sir Wency. I know he will be watching this, I'm sure. He's a very good friend.
I think he's
Actually,
going
one
to
of my,
watch
one of
this.
my truest friends in show business and in the music industry. He's been very supportive ever since of what I can do as an artist and as a person. Uh, Even in high school, when I am still playing the guitars and the piano, idol ko na siya eh. The songs are very great. Next in Line.
Yes,
Uh,
hanggang.
yes, yes. Hanggang, I really don't know hanggang
Hanggang.
before, but Next in Line. What was that song? What is- Anyway, I will remember it later. But and then hinanap ko po siya talaga, and nung nakilala ko yung manager niya, na pinakiusapan ko po na if ever na mag-guest siya sa show ko, kasi it would be an honor na having him on my show.
And he was very gracious to grant that request.
Yes, grabe ang daming story, kung mapapag-usapan natin, abutin tayo ng alas 8 ng umaga.
All right, so I think Miss Alice Gonzaga is not anymore here. So, Kuya, shall we move on?
Of course, of course.
I'm,
Go
I'm
ahead,
very,
go ahead.
I'm very sorry about that. I am just quite overwhelmed, and
No problem. I'm also excited. Akala ko makaka-join.
kaya nga, parang mas share din natin yung project mo sa Saturday at nang ma-invite niya yung kanyang mga uh, almost 8 million followers sa kanyang.
Definitely.
But I'm sure,
definitely God.
yeah, if Miss Alex is still there, please stay, and talagang mas maganda sana kung umakyat siya. Okay, Mr. John Ray, let's just move on. All right, I'll just keep on holding on na baka mamaya ay aakyat siya sa atin. So
Yes.
yeah, we have already talked about the jams. So in 2011, after jams, you created your own band.
Yes, that's the time also. I'm about to embark on another album because the Blown album way back 2006 and 2007 did quite well. It did quite fairly, okay naman. Kaso it's not me. It's that album Blown was conceptualized by my manager. So musically it was not me. So I think around 2000 to 2011 and to 13, I want to record my album. That is, if you heard it, you will say it's Ray's music.
For the second time around, my friends, pointers, let's welcome back the country's premier saxophonist, vocalist, and composer. Again, let's welcome Mr. John Ray.
Hello again, everybody.
I am very sorry about that. I'm very sorry
No,
for the technical problem. And now we're back. Yes, a while ago we were talking about nakapag-water break ka na ba, Mr. John Ray?
Yeah, I have my water here, so no problem.
Okay. Sana naman makipag-cooperate. Talagang yung ating connection ay sa pagwiwindang ni Miss Alice Gonzaga sa atin ngayong gabi.
Yeah.
Tapos,
Sometimes this happens when live tayo. Ganun talaga minsan pag live. Pero that's the beauty of it all.
maraming salamat for very understanding. That's Mr. John Ray, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very understanding. So a while ago, where did we stop? We stopped at you talking about the Blown album. Blown album was released in 2006. Yes.
Yes, and it did that. Maganda naman yung kinalabasan ng album. And that's why when I decided na gumawa ng second, but it's because yung Blown album kasi is it was being conceptualized by my manager at that point. So it's not me. So no, just to recap everything. Kailangan ko maglabas ng music na when you hear it, you can say it's John Ray.
It's John Ray.
So yeah, yes, and then hence the Next Phase album was born.
All right. So, ano yung mga klaseng music ang naka-ano doon sa Blown album, and how was it different with the second album na release? Kasi sabi mo, it was conceptualized by your manager, the first one, and then you released the second one, which is, as I understand, you had a lot to say about the songs in there and the conceptualization itself.
Yes. It's first and foremost, yung album na Blown, I think they want to make me the Kenny G of the Philippines. That's to a point na even my looks, kinulot ko nila ako. They dyed my hair into multiple colors, and then napapayat ako because they want me to look like Kenny G. Well, at that time, well, it did in some point and to some degree, it worked. But for me, I am dying inside. Actually, no, not. I'm thankful, but I'm dying inside because I want my music to be heard. What John Ray needs to do in his music, yun ang kulang dati. So nung lumabas yung Next Phase, sugal siya actually. Will the people, accept me? Na hindi na siya Kenny G ng Pilipinas. Parang ganun ang nangyari. Nagpalaki ako ng katawan. It's because yung payatot ako, it's so Kenny G, and even my looks. So I have to, I have to have a complete U-turn being an artist, and it was not easy. It really was not. It took me around 5 to 6 years, I think.
Wow. So after that album, fast forward, you had your first, was it your first concert in, ayun, tumalon ulit. Ayan, andito na naman siya, Kuya. Alex Gonzaga Official is here again. Tumalon
Please
ulit.
join us, Alex.
Ayan na naman siya. Okay, so while waiting for Miss Alex at our backstage, Mr. John Ray, let's just continue on. Kasi I hope she can really climb up here and we can talk to her. Hello mga netizen, sabi niya ulit mga netizen. Hello mga netizen. Hi Miss Alex Gonzaga. I'd like to introduce to you Mr. John Ray, our country's premier saxophonist and vocalist and composer. Who knows, this can be your bridge, Mr. John Ray, to have a collab with Miss Alex Gonzaga. You know, Miss Alex Gonzaga also sings, and she has this very fun chambe music. Miss Alex, please join us. Come on, please come up here.
It will be an honor.
See, it's really crazy right now. My goodness, I cannot believe it. I have one very special guest in front of me right now, and then we have in our chat box, nakikipagkulitan ang isang Miss Alex Gonzaga. How on earth could that happen? Isang maliit na vlogger lamang tayo. My goodness.
Mommy, Daddy.
Oo nga. Yes, actually, Daddy, I just seen Daddy Ray Pag's request on Facebook. Hindi pa daw kami friends. Pero si Mami friends pa yan eh.
Active yung dalawa. Active yan.
Kaya nga, nalungkot nga daw sila nung magsara ang ABS-CBN. Pero sabi ko na lang, sabi ko kay Ate Bright or kay Ate Doydoy yata, sabihin mo kay Mami at Daddy na wag na silang malungkot. For now, manood na lang daw muna sila ng mga videos natin. John Ray at Enzo'S.
Magbubukas din yan in no time. God has a purpose and God has a plan.
Yes, amen.
Yes, I'm an ABS-CBN artist. And kahit na isang katiting po ng worry, hindi po ako nag-worry because may Diyos naman eh.
Yes.
Maayos din yan lahat. Maniwala po kayo sa akin. Manalig lang po tayong lahat.
Right. I also for that. I believe it in my heart also that will really a company as big as that with all those millions of employees would really bounce back in no time.
Yes.
So, hinga-hinga muna. Now, let's move on kaya because I think nagpapahinga pa muna si Miss Alex. Baka mamaya talagang aakyat siya. Inaano lang tayo for now. Talagang pinapainit lang tayo ni Miss Alex Gonzaga. Babalik yan siya. Is it safe to say that your concert in Bicol entitled Jazz, Love, and Latin was your first major concert? Solo concert?
Yes, and we thought of that. And then medyo takot pa onti ang probinsyano, and that's me. Takot pa to go on with the solo show. I mean, big solo show. Kasi, yun nga, iba na yung music eh. Genre na eh. So, there are some tinatawag nating parang hindrance in my mind na kaya ba, etc. So we have this theory na pwede namang let's have a good time. So let's do danceables, Latin danceables, and then let's do it somewhere else na hindi nakakapunta dito sa Manila. kaysa sa pumunta sila dito, ay, dali natin ang show doon. And I'm proud to say, it is documented. It is well documented. Puno po yung place, and it's a success. So little by little, dalawa actually na show yon. After that night, the other night was at Naga.
Wow! So it was a series, series of shows.
Yes, and little by little, nagkaroon ako ng confidence na, well, tanggap ako ng tao. It's because, you know, they love my music there. And miss ko na actually doon. Sobrang miss ko na.
Yes. So from there, from that very successful concert, so you went on to form another band in 2011. Is that right?
Yes. We did couple of projects, commercial, and my album, of course. Well, the next phase album. So you can, for everybody, it's it's available in all media platforms, Spotify, CD Baby. You can look it up at my my social media accounts, Facebook, everything.
Right. Okay. But later on, we will also tell our friends here more about where they can follow you and where they can also subscribe. For sure, you have of course, follow your Facebook, your Instagram if you have, and of course, subscribe to your YouTube channel as well. But for now, let's just continue on this. Okay pa ba po, Mr. John Ray?
Okay. Yes, loud and clear, Enzo. Loud and clear.
All right. Thank you so much. So from there, you went on to form your own band, and that was called Jazz to Riches. And then, as you said, nakapag-produce pa kayo ng album, which I have to say that also is a very successful band. And then, browsing on the when I did my research about you, I had a full list of performances in and outside the country. Napakahaba-habang listahan kung saan ka nakapag-perform. And of course, one of which was your performance in among those performances were your performances in Butuan City, of course in our very own hometown in Esperanza. So I'd like to know which of those performances that you can say pinaka-challenging.
I would have to say Esperanza, because there's an extra kaba, extra extra emotions, and umuulan pa that time.
Wow.
Extra, what would they, extra everybody in terms of emotions and technical stuff, because andun si Mayor, Auntie. Hello, Auntie, Mayor. Auntie Nida, Manpatinan, and of course, Vice, everybody there. Andun sila, and then that time, andun din sila, Governor. And then, sino ba si John Ray? I mean, I have been to many places, but not in my own places. In my own place, sorry. In my own place. So,
right.
Yun, may extra ang kabay. Daddy's there, mommy's there, doy, bright.
Right.
So, yes.
Was it the first time you performed that was the first time, right, that you performed in that big crowd? I mean, not a big crowd, of course, but yun ang pinaka first time na nag-perform ka in front of the family and the whole Esperanza?
As John Ray, I've had shows before, but as John Ray now, I can say it's the first time. The time before that, it was also memorable, because that was when Uncle Deo Manpatilan was still the mayor. Yes, right, but I think as John Ray, very memorable right now.
Yes. Okay, I get that. Is it well, that is the most challenging for you. If there's the most challenging, meron din sigurong pinaka-memorable. Which of those performances yung pinaka-memorable?
Yung up to this date, I think that was 3 years ago, the most memorable, because that was my first ever launch of Next Phase, yung album. And everybody, and I mean everybody was there. And grabe ang kaba. Tapos, when everything is, flashing into your eyes, like, grabe, nagsimula ako sa Esperanza, and
Yes.
then, andito ako ngayon sa SM North with these big shots, with this. Yes,
Right,
with this,
right.
don't get me wrong, I'm very thankful, but nanginginig ako sa first song. Everybody, even wala yata nakakaalam, but I cried before the show.
Wow.
Kasi, yung emotion talaga yung iba yung emotion. For me, that up to this date was the most memorable. Yes.
All right. So, if there's pinaka-memorable also, there must be the most unforgettable. I mean, maybe it can be the most memorable, can be the most unforgettable. Pero there are also some things na hindi mo siya malilimutan, maybe because of some other things. If there are for you.
Well, mahaba yung listahan dyan because ever since naman tumutugtog ako, there's bumps along the way. Like, nahulog yung mic. I mean, ang dami. Well, I will reserve it for if ever we will have, second or third.
Another question?
But, yes, but February, yes. Well, actually, may isa that comes in mind right now kasi no 2 years ago when I had this show sa Almont Inland.
In Butuan City.
Sa Butuan. Yes. The night before, alam namin may bagyo. Right. Oo nga. Alam namin may bagyo. And then we still, we still got to Butuan around 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes, and then at the time of the show, I mean the date when she and the others was supposed to to fly, and then hindi po siya that time medyo ayaw nung manager kasi of course bagyo eh. And nakaset up na lahat. So I pleaded with Sir Wency. Sabi ko, Sir Wency, kung ako lang po, kung hindi lumipad yung eroplano, let's consider it as, as the, as the sign. Hindi talaga tayo matutuloy. Kasi the day before, kompleto na lahat eh. So, sinabi po namin sa manager niya, which is David Cosico, his manager. Happy birthday, sir. Belated. Birthday niya nung isang araw. Yeah, kahapon, yes. Birthday ni Sir David Cosico. Yun na, sir, maawa naman kayo sa amin. And then those guys are very supportive of me. So, yun, natuloy ang show. So, grabe, hindi ako nakatulog the night before. So, I think that was, for now, the most memorable among other shows.
As a
unforgettable.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, at this point in time, Mr. John Ray, I am going to test your memory.
Yes.
Let's play a little game. I have compiled some photos, and then just give us a little story or anecdote about those photos. Kahit sandali lang.
Come again. Sorry, come again.
All right. So I have compiled some photos, pictures, and please give me a little story about the photos.
Stories. Okay.
Yeah.
Game. This is interesting.
All right. Let me just.
I love this kind of stuff.
Can you see the screen right now?
Oh yes, is this Nyoy? Right. Yes. The drummer here, the person na katabi po ni Nyoy, that's currently the drummer of Jeremiah. That's Giancarlo. Yes, yes. Si Nyoy actually is a very good basketball player, very great basketball player. We sometimes play. Pero yung mga panahon na yan, I think every Sunday or Saturday kami naglalaro.
Was this during your jams time or not anymore? Because I think this one is quite later already.
Yes, after na yan. After jams na yan, 2 to 3 years after.
I see. Okay. So in green is Nyoy Volante here. Okay,
yes.
Another picture.
That is Manjo Paulo, I think.
Another picture. You were still very young here. Ang haba pa ng hair.
Hindi na nga daw maalala ni Sir Wensi ito, but I remember this quite well. Ito yung first show namin sa concert namin sa Dubai. That's when I first contacted him, I think.
I see.
This is the rehearsal.
And this one is here. Mr. Randy Santiago.
Yes. Randy! Sobrang nami-miss ko yung taon to. This is when weeks after I signed with ABS-CBN. Nakita po kami. And then, nakita po kami. And then, a little bit of backstory way back sa Ratsky. Kumbaga ako yung medyo confident niya in terms of ano yung nangyayari sa Ratsky musically. Even before pa. So, nung nakita kami, sabi niya, nako, sobrang nami-miss daw niya ako. And then, we exchanged numbers and we are planning to do shows. Even before sa COVID, nangyari itong COVID. We are planning actually to have a collaboration. So, please do watch out for that, guys.
Right. Wow. Actually, ang daming pictures eh. Ayan. Another picture with Mr. Wensi Cornejo.
Yes. Homecoming concert ko sa Butuan City. Pinapili ko po yung this is Ampayon, Butuan City. 8 kilometers away from Butuan City. They requested talaga Sir Wensi because they love his song. Once again, iba talaga, idol talaga yan.
And you really have a long, quite a long story with Mr. Wensi Cornejo, right? Kasi I think many of your photos here you were with Mr. Wensi Cornejo. Now this time with Mr. Mitoy Yunting.
Sir Mitoy, idol. And this is ano ba yung pangalan ng drummer? Sir Mitoy and the drummer of side A, yung sa gitna po namin. Sir Ernie, thank you very much. Ito yung nag-guest ako I had a guesting sa
It's Showtime?
Showtime online, yes. And then kita-kita kami, nagtawanan kumakain kami sa room. After that, we had this picture.
All right. Now, here, this one.
Oh, sobrang na-miss ko to.
Promo poster.
Yes, this is the concert ng first ever Valentine concert ko sa Urius Gym, Butuan City din.
Right. So this is quite mga nangyayari later in time.
Later in time, yes.
Ito pa. This was 2013. Ang bata-bata niyo pa dito, Mr. John Ray. Andito din si Nyoy Volante.
Yes. This is, I think, when the album Next Phase did came out.
So this was
this is Michael Alba, yung drummer.
Right.
At the point in time, I really wanted to promote these people because sobrang gagaling ng mga musician na to actually. Si Sir Michael Alba, of course, Nyoy Volante, and Jojo Garbilao, and what's the name of the keyboardist? Kasi iba yung tawag ko sa kanya. Jezrael Balios. Yes, yes. Senior.
Right. So all of them are still very active in the music industry right now.
Yes, they're very active and very sought after. Honestly.
Wow.
Mga idol ko yan.
This one.
Si Jojo Garbila is one ngayon. Very sought after guitarist I think sa China.
Oh.
And then Jezrael is also one of the sought after sa Hong Kong. Yes, yes.
This one I think is a mall show for sure.
Yes, yes. Mall tour na to nung when SM malls nationwide supported me. This is one of the malls that nag-show po ako, and this is I think SM Las Piñas. Right, yes. SM Las Piñas po yan.
Right. But you went on a tour in different SM malls all over the country. Yes?
Yes, and it's still, I hope matapos tong COVID, and we are planning to do more SM mall tours.
Right.
Hopefully, the support is still there, I think.
Hopefully, of course. Such a talented musician will never ever be forgotten, for sure.
Yes.
They will never fade away.
Thank you very much. Well, still showtime. This is actually one of my memorable guestings because I've guested a lot in show here. But ito kasi yung first time yung mga millennials po yung nag-interview katulad niyo po. Kumbaga tanggap din nila yung pagka-saxophonista ko, so saxophone player. So it's a big thing if you are promoting the instrument and the music.
Yes, I saw that. I saw that performance, and all those guys who were there were actually, they were in awe of you and the talent you had. And as I also, I think I have the same feeling as they have ngayon actually. And later on, konting-konti na lang guys, just hold on a minute because maririnig na natin ang ating bisita na mag-perform ng kanyang one of his original compositions. Konting-konti na lang, just hold on a bit.
Yes.
This is with Sir Wency Cornejo and Luke Mijares.
Ito, masaya to. It is the second practice session for the show sa Esperanza to. And then tuwan-tuwa sila sa bahay kasi ang daming pagkain.
Wow.
Nasira yung diet nilang lahat.
I should know. I mean, kung kahit nga ordinaryong days lang, napakadaming pagkain sa bahay. How much more if you have these celebrities from Manila to Grace to go to your house. Talagang I'm sure nag-prepare ng pagkadami-daming pagkain si Mommy at si Daddy and the rest of the sisters over there. This one, another gig with Mr. Wency Cornejo.
Yes, ito yung kinikwento ko sa iyo kanina sa Almond. This is the show.
Yung
exactly the show. Of course, with Nell, I would like to say, and I would like to have a shout out to Nell. She's a very good singer, and watch out for her album. It would be, it would be coming soon after this COVID.
And perhaps Miss Nell can also grace our show. Maybe she could also tell us more about that upcoming album.
Of course, I think I can speak. I think I can speak in behalf of her. He will grace it for sure. It would be an honor, I think, as what I am feeling right now.
Hey, sana naman. We are looking forward to that one. You see, you heard it right here, Pointers. Meron na naman tayong upcoming na bisita, another talented musician again. Nako, aasahan natin yan.
If I have three or four baskets of stories to tell, she would be having at least 10 baskets.
Wow. Masaya yan. Aabot tayo ng 3 oras niyan. And we
Yes,
will have
yes.
that.
Baka mag-iyakan na kayo, ha?
Well, we also love drama in here. We can have all of those different emotions, sadness, happiness, or even drama. We can have that one here.
Yes, it's part of being human, the struggles, what makes it great, what makes it, human. Yes.
That's right. So how about this one? When was this one? This is a very good. You were young. You were very young this time. This poster.
Actually, dinaya lang namin itong poster na to eh. I chose, at this point kasi, when we did the pictorials for the said tour, this is very recent actually. And then I didn't like the way I look because of my hair. It was too short. Yes. So we opted to use the pictorials that was done around May, around 2013 of May. So the picture was very young. Dinaya namin to actually, guys. Sorry, ha.
Okay, now we learned that here. That's a scoop. Just here, exclusive. Enzo's Point.
Yes.
All right. Now tell us about this Hanggang by John Ray.
This is quite dramatic. No, I'm just kidding. For years, I want to be a kapamilya because all my friends are there. At least most of my friends. And then, luckily, I knew someone. I knew someone there, and then I started to float the idea of having an album under their prestigious name.
Right.
So yes, and what I can offer is just myself, in terms of music, and I just kumbaga pinasa Diyos ko na mag-pass, and then it did it did came with with perseverance, with patience, because it was not one click like I think some guys. For me, I have to work for years just of being heard. And when they heard my product, it was not that very good then. I just wrote the idea. And when they heard Hanggang and among other songs, they said, well, this could work. So that's the beginning of the new John Ray. I'll be having an album right after the COVID thing.
Wow. So this is the first carrier single of that album, Mr. John Ray.
Yes, under Star Music, and I'm very grateful for Star Music. Yes,
And
this is under the band music.
Right. How many tracks are included in this album?
10 tracks, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes, 10 tracks, and this is for now. It would be ipapalabas to siya one by one through social media.
Right.
So you guys watch out for that.
Right. And I think this one, the first single Hanggang here is also getting a lot of views over YouTube already. And you, my friends, if you have not actually watched this or heard of this one, I do really recommend to really just go to YouTube now, or maybe later on after this interview, and click that Hanggang by John Ray. And boy, if you want to be in love, or if you're already in love right now, you will be parang mas mai-in love pa sila actually.
Yes. And please prepare yung pamunos niyo ng luha, because if you watch the music video, it's a kind of a tearjerker, but it's a very great song and a very interesting take on the video itself. So I advise you na magdala ng towel for for the tears.
All right, all right. So, and now I think I'm down to my last photo. Yes, this photo. Although we are going to talk more about on this one at the later part, but just give us a brief overview of this photo, Mr. John Ray.
Yes, this will be happening on. This is the poster of my upcoming show. This will be happening on Saturday, 7 p.m. So we will be talking about that more.
All right. Okay. So I guess as I've shared to my friends a while ago that you are going to give us a sample performance tonight. So can we have that now, please?
Yes, of course. This is from the album Next Phase, entitled "I Found Forever." I've been promoting this song for I think 7, 8 years now, and the reason is because it's very dear to my heart. Before promoting, I have lots of songs, but first and foremost, I would like to share to you one of my memorable songs. It's entitled "I Found Forever." The very first single na nirelease ko po.
All right. So my friends, stay where you are right now and let us enjoy Mr. John Ray's music. Woohoo!
The moment that I laid my eyes on you, I told myself that you're a dream come true. I can't believe myself that you're for real or just passing by. But I believe it in a dream that we're gonna say goodbye. You're the one I'm thinking of each passing night. There are times that I think of you till the morning light. Now I know that you're the one for me, but just a fantasy. There's no better place I wanna be. Can I hold your hands forever? Will you be there when the night is over? You're the one I've waited for, and no one else can love you more. Please tell me it will never pass, something that would ever last. I know a lifetime's not too much to ask. I found forever when I look into your eyes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can I hold your hands forever? Will you be there when the night is over? You're the one I've waited for, and no one else could love you more. Please tell me it will never pass, something that would ever last. I know a lifetime's not too much to ask. I found forever when I look into your eyes. Oh, 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 oh. I felt forever when I look into your eyes. There you go.
Wow, wow, wow.
Thank
I
you.
want to do a standing ovation right now. Woohoo!
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
That's so kind of you, though. Thank you.
What
Thank you very much.
a privilege and what an honor to be graced to have that performance. You, my friends, are very lucky. Talagang nako, ngayong gabi lang tayo napaunlakan ng ganitong that this presence with free performance talagang thank you so much, Mr. John Ray, for that superb. Sabi ni Baby Jane Talagtag, superb, Sir John Ray. Sabi ni Mr. Espinosa, wow, a versatile artist. God bless you more for always, Sir John Ray. Wow.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Enzo, the honor is mine. The honor is mine.
Talagang, wow. I'm sure the people, yung mga nasa Esperanza karon, I can hear the cheers and round of applause actually. Sabi ni Mary Christine Joy Pagalan, ayan, ang daming hearts talaga. So now, Mr. John Ray, please hold on a little bit kasi meron konti na lang, promise. Konting tanong na lang.
Oh, no, it's an honor. No, you don't have to be, sorry. Or kahit na madaling araw tayo matapos, walang problema.
Wow. Wow. I would really love that actually. Pero of course, I will not really hold you for long. I know that you're also, but please, I still have some more questions. So I understand that you can play guitar. You can also play the piano. You can also,
Yes.
and I don't know what other things that you can still play, but why did you choose saxophone as your main instrument?
Well, I've said this sa iba ko na mga interviews, and I'm just being frank and being truthful about my answer. At first po talaga, it's about the money. Kasi kasi sabi kasi nung nag-advise sa akin, maraming talagang trabaho. So, it turned out that he's right that time.
Okay, so I could just imagine how I think for me it's just like I remember the reactions of yung mga nag-i-interview sa sa Showtime. Talagang they were very appreciative of your talent because not everybody. I mean, it's not a very common thing na nagsa-saxophone actually. I think sa Philippines there are just very few who have made it big in the music industry. But what challenges do a saxophonist players go through that we don't actually know about? Wala kaming idea, pero talagang you felt challenged with that instrument.
I can't speak for for all of the saxophonists, but I can speak for myself. Ang mga challenges ko personally sa saxophone is, number one, when I started, I had no saxophone. I just relied on what the university, the Silliman University, na ipaggamit sa akin. That's the
Right.
first challenge way back. Second, I just found out nung nasa Cebu na ako na if you really want to at least maintain the level of your level of performance day in and day out, night in and night out, you have to have powerful lungs, and you can only achieve that through exercise. And of course, you have no vices. So, para sa akin, po, clean living, lots of exercise. I do 4 times a week exercise, even if hindi pinipermit nung pagkakataon, like busy, you know, ulan, etc. And this COVID thing did not stop me in doing my weekly and daily routine in terms of exercises. So, yun ang hindi alam ng marami. Pag nakita nila na, well, superb yung performance, well, great, John Ray, great yung ibang artist like me na very, you know, they are very, ang tawag dyan, they give it all in their craft. Ang likod niyan, nasa likod po, ang, you know, the real story, which is how you will maintain it. So for me, being an artist is not hobby, it's lifestyle.
Yes.
It's lifestyle actually. Yeah, so yan ang sa tingin ko na, kumbaga, well, if everyone's listening, na, you know, being an artist is, you know, you put your mind, heart, and your body to it.
All right. And that is from Mr. John Ray himself. You put your heart to it. It is a life. It is not. It's not a hobby. It's a lifestyle.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So, I have another question, Mr. John Ray. Does it need to be able to play saxophone? Do you have to be a very good singer like you?
Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. To tell you honestly, then, backtrack na naman sa Siliman days natin. When I started saxophone, I feel very inferior because everybody's very good there. When I started there, I didn't know what the saxophone would look like in me. I didn't know anything about saxophone. But I started to practice six hours a day, 8 hours a day for 2 years.
Right.
So I think you don't have to be a very good singer. You just have to, you know, be a very good student, and well, you have to put your mind and heart into it for at least for the next 2 to 3 years of your saxophone life.
Right. Okay. Well, now I know. So it is actually possible for me to play saxophone.
Of course, I will teach you, Enzo. Just tell me.
Wow.
I will teach you.
Okay. All right. So now we have just heard a sample of your originals a while ago. So aside from that covers that you do for Star Music, of course you have your original compositions, and one of which is yung binigay, sinample mo nga sa amin kanina. So again, where can we access your music, Mr. John Ray?
Everything's for now, especially this COVID thing. Everything's online. Everything's online.
Right.
Sa inyo lahat na nakikinig, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. It's youtube.com/John Ray Pagalan. You can follow me also sa Facebook, sa Twitter, and Instagram at John Ray Music. That's one word, guys.
Yes. Let me just hold on a little bit because I'm going to share a link.
Yes.
Can I share a link of your? There you go. Okay, there you go. So, ayan guys, nagbababa ako ng link. So, i-click nyo lang for you to be able to follow our special guest for tonight. Yes, so that we can have more of his music. You will not regret it if you will follow Mr. John Ray. Ayan, may link na ako na ibinaba, and you can just click it and then follow him. You will have more. If you want to experience more of his music, Mr. John Ray Pagalan, follow him here in this link that I just dropped. Okay.
Yes, and then just in addition, Enzo, my originals naman, kung gusto nilang makinig, it's my Next Phase album is available sa Spotify. and other online music platforms.
All right, Spotify. Let's.
Yeah.
Yes. Spotify. Yes, we can also follow Mr. John Ray in Spotify. Yes. Okay. Now I know about the Spotify thing. So I will. I actually have a Spotify, and so yeah, I will surely follow you. So now, aside from the saxophone, there is another very notable thing about you. This outfit that you are wearing right now is unique. And everywhere you go, I think you make it a point to have this kind of this outfit. Can you please tell us more about that? What's the story behind this outfit?
Well, it goes back again. It goes back again during my stint in Cebu City. Everybody's advising me to have a certain kind of looks. So they want me to be macho, they want me to be formal, they want me etc. And then when I got here in Manila, they dressed me like I'm some kind of foreigner, which is I think is very good. I think it's very great. I did look good that time,
Yeah.
but just recently, when watching Wakanda Forever, what the Black Panther,
Yeah,
I realized, I realized, it's been a while. It's been a while na hindi po tayo bumalik sa pagiging sariling atin. First and foremost, we are Filipinos, and if you want to promote who you are, you must be true to yourself, of course. And then, I'm a son of a dato, daddy hi,
yes,
dato ng Kaugon.
right now. He
Yes,
must be
I'm
so very,
50%
very proud
Kaugon.
of you.
And so, so I think it's high time to promote what we really are. It's because if kung hindi ka bumalik kung ano ka man, people will not even recognize you. So, I
Right,
mean,
right,
as an artist. So, by promoting visually first, by promoting what we really are, which is Igaonon, and
right.
a proud tribe in the Mindanao. So I think, in my own opinion, it's part of doing what I can to promote it, and it's a very great tradition.
Right.
And
And
of course, even Miss Catriona Gray, di ba?
right,
She promoted it very well. I mean, the
right.
Philippine, yes, dresses and etc.
And I'm also reminded about the music of Miss Grace Nuno, Mr. Joey
Yes.
Ayala, who are also giving tributes to where they come from. And I think it is also very, very great of you to pay tribute to where we come from actually. And that is another salute and another big salute to you, Mr. John Ray. So
Nako po, the honor is mine. The honor is mine.
right. So now we learn about your story about that. Now let us talk more about this upcoming online concert that will happen. Actually, may nakita ako ditong nagsa-shout out si Mary Immaculate Paris Levittown. Please support a night for OPM, our patroness Mary. OPM, our patroness Mary. And this is exactly the concert is all about this coming Saturday. Please tell us more about this, Mr. John Ray.
Well, this concert is very dear to my heart because onting story lang in my religious life. Kumbaga, sobrang part ng buhay ko tong simbahan na to. So, nung dumating yung COVID, and then kumbaga, tumutog ako nung sa bayanihan. I know you watched it. Ang nangyari is I did some thinking and said, why not do it para naman sa simbahan, because the beneficiary of this concert is the parish disaster response and relief team. For FYI of everybody, FYI, nung Taal volcano eruption, nakatulong po sila sa 500 families.
Wow.
Noong February, may onting, yes, yung onting community, may sunog na sa community namin. Nakatulong din sila onte. They've helped 264 families, I think, tama siguro. And then for this COVID thing, habang tumatagal tong COVID, they've helped around 2,300 families. So I actually am very moved sa sa organization to. So I said to our parish priest, why not do a concert? So ito yung nangyari. I never thought naman na ganito siya pinagpreparahan namin. So rightfully so, pinomote ko talaga because this is a very great concert. Pinagpreparahan talaga ng lahat. I mean, this Saturday would be a very great show. And of course, this is the 10th priestly anniversary of our parish priest, si Reverend Father John Paulo Bautista, SHMI. Hello, Father Pipo. He's watching, I think, or he will be watching this.
I think.
So yun.
I think he's here right now. I think he's using Mary Immaculate Paris Levittown. Sabi niya, Kodos kayo, John Ray.
Yes. Hello, Father. Hello, Father. Thank you very much po. Sa tiwala po sa kakayahan ko.
Wow. So this is it again. So let me just highlight na if they are going to, yes, this is an online concert happening on
Saturday, May 23 at 7 p.m.
Yes, 7 p.m.
Yes.
That's Philippine time. And so, meron silang, kung gusto nilang mag-donate, sa anong pwede nilang gawin, Mr. John Ray?
First of all, I encourage you guys the donating is very important, but please watch the concert kasi medyo pinapreparahan ng lahat. I'm very overwhelmed sa mga tao dito. Very thankful at the same time. So you can watch it online sa facebook.com /MaryImmaculate.parish.3. Did I get it right? Okay. So if it's okay, I would like to thank some couple of guys na sa concert na to. Kumbaga nagbuno ng braso. Well, special thanks to Aerotrax Pro Lights and Sound System. The team behind the concert will be Mike, Mig, Sydney, Kim, Lady Nell, and John Ray. Tokayo. And of course, Sir Jonathan Katakutan for my technical sound, etc. And Tita Chato, Tita Ro, and Tita Jakey, and of course, Attorney M of Star Music.
All right.
If baka malimutan ko yung donations, actually it would be nasa poster po. It would be nandyan po yung bank details sa online and a QR code. You can check it out.
Okay, and yes, I just also would like to highlight it, guys. If you would like to know further details about how to send your donations, I'd like you to follow Mr. John Ray Pagalan, his Facebook. Follow that because the poster is there. Nandun yung poster, nandun yung numbers, ng details kung paano kayo makapag-donate. I mean, this is a very worthy cause. Yung nag-enjoy ka sa panonood at this point in time, yung makaka-relax ka, makakaramdam ka ng something positive. And then, when you give, you would also be able to do something good also. There's nothing really, nothing beats the feeling of really giving something. You know, it's better to give than to receive, as we always say during Christmas. Okay.
Yes.
So, ayun, again, follow not only his YouTube channel, please also follow Mr. John Ray Pagalan on his Facebook to know the details. And for sure, yung link ng concert on Saturday will also be definitely be shared in your Facebook, Mr. John Ray.
Yeah. Yes, I will be hosting a watch party. So definitely you can follow me there. You can follow the concert there.
Okay, and again, that is happening on Saturday, May 23. That is 7
At 7 p.m.
at 7 p.m. Ayun.
Everybody, please share. Please share the good news. Please share the concert. I'm promoting it, and it's a very close to my heart. And then, di po kayo magsisisi sa concert. Kinagandaan po talaga namin, promise.
Yan, ayun. And you got it right here. Sabi ni Miss Jean Gatchalian, ato ni kababayan. Yes, Miss Jean Gatchalian, please do take note on that in your calendar right now. That is May 23, Saturday at 7 p.m. That is an online concert wherein that will also give you the opportunity to donate for a very worthy cause. And again, the beneficiary of this is the OPM. OPM stands for
Parish Disaster Response and Relief Team.
All right.
And the title of the concert is A Night for OPM, meaning Our Patroness Mary.
Mary. All right. Okay. So thank you so much. Now, we're almost really done. So we have already promoted where to follow you. Follow on Facebook, on YouTube channel. Now, what else can we expect of Mr. John Ray aside from this online concert happening on Saturday? What else can we still expect after this phenomenon right now?
Expect more music videos, and expect more performances. Because even before this COVID thing, we have lots of shows lined up. Unfortunately, this happened. We just have to trust the Lord on what He's planning. I trust He has a better plan for us. So after ito, expect more shows, expect more live performances. And of course, if you have requests in mind, Enzo, if you have requests, just message me. And if I can do it, I will do it. It's for you guys.
Actually, yung last na performance mo sa Facebook, naabutan ko siya ng napaka-ikli, yung patapos na yung kanta. That's why I messaged, I commented in there. Yun na ba yun? It was just one song. Napaka-ikli. Sabi ko, nabitin ako dun Actually, and that was my favorite song also. It took me back to my younger days. So many.
Okay. Yes, it's because I have to cut. I have to butt in, so it's because if I do live once a week, I make sure everything's quality controlled. So I do all the -1. I do everything before going live. So I only do one song per week most of the time, but occasionally I do more than one song.
Yes, and again, if your followers or if my friends here would like really to enjoy your brand of music, they can actually follow you. Spotify, your music is there, and your YouTube channel, John Ray Pagalan. They can just follow, subscribe to that channel, and then anytime they can enjoy it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Thank you, Enzo.
Thank you so much. I am down to my last question for tonight, Mr. John Ray. Umabot na tayo ng 2 oras. My goodness. 2 hours. So my last question would be, if there are like young musicians out there right now who would like to follow the path of Mr. John Ray, what pointers can you give to these aspiring musicians out there who are still waiting for their breaks in the music industry?
Well, this is a cliche actually, because everyone's messaging me nowadays on how to do it. how what have I done to progress in my music career. Easy to say, but very very hard to do. But I think number one, you have to trust God in what are His plans for you.
Yeah.
Second, actually, uh, do it not as a hobby. Do it as a lifestyle. There is no uh, there's no ending in learning your craft. Even 70, 80 years old are still learning. So
Yeah.
whatever, I'm not saying you'd be a saxophonist, even when you're a guitarist, even when you are drummer, just do it as lifestyle. Wag kang nigang tawag doon. you
Right.
know. Yeah,
Right.
yes, you prepare your body, yeah, you stay healthy, and then you do your thing, and it will come to you, of course.
And that is the words from Mr. John Ray himself. Just be
Yes.
consistent. Yeah, just be consistent. Huwag ningas pugod. Yun ang ano, that's the thing. That's an advice that we get from you. So, Mr. John Ray, tonight you gave us this opportunity to know you better. Thank you so much for your time, for that performance. Again, I'd like to remind, or I'd like to shout out again to my friends who are here. Please do not forget the online concert on Saturday, that is 7 p.m. And please follow John Ray Pagalan's Facebook for us to be able to follow the link where to watch. So again, I'm at loss for words what to say, but Mr. John Ray, from the bottom of my heart, from Enzo's Point, from one Esperanzanon to another one, thank you for being with us tonight.
I would like to commend you also, Enzo, because this is the first time. This is the well, I've had a couple of interviews, but this is the first time, which is the the thoroughness of the details of what I've gone through in terms of my career. I'm very thankful, Enzo. It's such an honor to be here, and I promise you, I will be supportive of you, and I would be supportive of what you are striving and what you are planning to to do in your career, and I
Wow.
will be here as a friend. So thank you very much, Enzo. I'm really touched, honestly. I'm really touched.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm sure this is in a way will also inspire my fellow my fellow vloggers who are still new in this in this vlogging thing, that it is actually possible to be able to keep in touch with such big names as you. It doesn't matter kung gaano pa tayo kaliit, but we just have to like extend we just have to request, and who knows, they will really just like I just actually sent you a message, pwede ba, but then you were very gracious to give me this honor and this opportunity, and I am greatly indebted for this time. My friends who are still here, sabi ni Mary Christine Joy Pagalan, Ate Doydoy, very nice interview, Kuya Lor. Wow, thank you so much, Ate Doydoy, for really staying up to this time. My hugs to Mommy and Daddy and Ate Bright over there, and to all of you who are there just watching us and supporting us in this very first live one-on-one interview with the only one, the very talented Mr. John Ray. Ayun, you're back.
Sorry, nalobat.
It's
So
okay.
masarap yung kwentuhan natin eh.
Oo nga. Yeah, so your last words for tonight before we let you go and before we will we can let you take a rest.
Yes. Yes, first of all, Enzo's Point, thank you very much for having me here tonight. It's such an honor to be in your show, and I hope this is not the first and the last.
I hope
And I want
so.
to promote yes, I want to promote my show for well, this Saturday, Night for OPM, our Patroness Mary online concert that will be happening on May 23 at 7 p.m. Please, please watch it, guys.
And this is also one thing, Mr. John Ray, because in a week's time, I will actually be celebrating my 40th birthday. And
Oh, happy birthday to you.
and so this is the call of my heart right now. So maybe I will be inviting some friends over, and I will be sharing this cause to my friends as well. So instead of them, maybe if they are touched to give me some gifts, I would instead encourage them to donate, so that the money that we will be able to raise, we will send it to OPM, to this charity that you are sponsoring. So that is what my heart is telling me right now.
Oh, so nice of you, Enzo. Thank you very much. Thank you. You don't have to do it, but I'm very thankful so much from the bottom of my heart, also, Enzo.
Yes. And again, my friends who are still here, if you would like again to watch the online concert and donate for the show, that this is a very really, really worthy cause that we should support. Follow Ray Pagalan, John Ray Pagalan Facebook for more of the details. Again, Mr. John Ray, again, thank you, and have a good night. So please take a bunch of rest, because you need that for the Saturday's show. We will be there. I will be there to support. I will be here to support.
Thank you, Enzo. Thank you, everybody. See you Saturday.
Okay po.